This marketing funnel is proven to add $100,000 per month to landscaping businesses. And in this video, I'm going to break it all down for you so you can learn from it too. What's going on, you guys? This is Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency. And if you're new to the channel, all we do is talk around here how we can scale up your landscaping business to 7 figures and beyond using digital marketing strategies that work. So whether you're trying to hit your first 7-figure year, or maybe you're trying to add another 7 figures on top, this video, by the end of it, is going to give you the exact blueprint on how to do so. Now, before we go any further, I do want to make it clear, though, that these are not any income claims. I'm not saying that, you're going to be able to replicate these results or any results for that matter. This video is strictly just for educational purposes only. All right, so the first step in this marketing strategy is going to be dialing in our 100K per month offer. When our marketing company works with a landscaping business and they're trying to add 7 figures or hit 7 figures, the first thing that we look at is what type of jobs are you actually going after? What is the service that you're providing to homeowners? Because it's going to be a lot easier to add a significant amount of revenue per month if the average order value of what you're selling is around $20,000 to $100,000. Because if you're selling services that are under $20,000, it's going to be a lot more work and a lot more jobs and operations to be able to add a significant amount of revenue, right? So typically what we look for are clients who are selling services that are higher ticket. This is outdoor living type services, hardscaping installations, anything typically that is going to be, at least $10,000 or more, because if you're going into some of these lower ticket services that are $5,000 or $2,000 one time, then it's going to be very difficult to add a significant amount of revenue. So the first thing that we look at is going to be getting a strong average order value in place. But the second thing is also packaging that service to really be positioned as an outcome and not just a service. So an example of a service would be something like pavers or pool installation or decking and some of these things, whereas an outcome would be attaching it to enjoying your backyard, transforming your backyard into a beautiful oasis that you can enjoy with friends and family, maybe have a barbecue, celebrate the birthdays, and celebrate the meaningful moments in life that actually matter. And then we'll tie that back into the service. And so, having a great offer, but also packaging in a way that's going to be emotionally stimulating when we are showing it to homeowners is really what's going to be the foundation and the bedrock of a successful 7-figure marketing campaign. On top of that, we also want to have great promotional offers that are going to attract the type of people that we want to work with, but also help the company stand out. Some typical offers that we like to do that aren't price related are going to be free design consultations. Some of you who are going really deep on a design consultation, you could even do a free design mock-up, where maybe you're using things like ChatGPT and other tools that are very low effort on your end, but do have a high outcome for the homeowner, a perceived value. Another type of offer you could do is maybe an extended warranty. Maybe you have an incredible warranty. Some of our clients have lifetime guarantees on the installations, both on the labor and on the product side. So whatever promotional offer you choose, I would recommend to make it value-based and stay away from the discount type offers, because it's truly hurting your brand and you're attracting the wrong type of people into your business. Okay, now the second step in the 7-figure marketing funnel is going to be getting your money math right. If you're serious about adding $100,000 per month to your landscaping business, then you need to have your money math right. And one of the best tools that I've discovered to help this process is called the 50-30 rule. Here's how it works. Typically, 50% of your generated leads from the internet are going to go in for an in-person estimate. And then of those estimates, typically about 30% will close. So knowing this, we can actually work backwards from your goal and determine how many estimates and leads we actually need to make this a reality. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that our average order value is around $20,000 and we're trying to hit $100,000 per month in our landscaping business, or at least add another 100,000, right? That means that we need to add 5 jobs per month because there's $20,000 and we're trying to get to 100, right? And then all you got to do is just do 5 divided by 30%, and that's going to give us around 16 estimates per month. Then what we're going to do is take 16 and double it. And that's going to put us at around 33 leads per month, right? And so knowing that on Facebook, typically the cost per lead is around $20 to $50, that means that we're going to need at least $1,500 per month to actually hit that goal. So many marketing companies and even landscapers who are just running their own marketing don't do the money math up front. And so they just kind of spend something that feels good to them. But this isn't the way to do it, because you need to make sure that everything lines up so that you're going to get the result that you're actually looking for. So using the 50-30 rule is an excellent practice to be able to know, what do I need to spend and what am I going to expect from that? The third step in this 7-figure marketing funnel is having a great brand and building up the authority foundation for your business. Something we get asked all the time when landscapers are looking to advertise their business is, Matt, do I need a website before I start advertising? Matt, do I need lots of Google reviews? Matt, do I need an amazing looking logo? Do I need all of that, or can I just start advertising? The answer is, it really depends. It depends based off of what your goals are and how serious you are about achieving that goal, right? Because what I would say is that it certainly doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt to have a great looking website, to have the reviews, have the logo, and just have overall a nice looking brand online. Because if you think about it, if we're going to be advertising and getting leads and really pushing the visibility, then having a great online brand certainly isn't going to hurt that process, right? And so if you're serious about getting amazing results using online marketing, then what I would recommend is to get your reviews looking good, some 5-star reviews, something so that when someone Googles, they see something. Have a decent looking logo. Make sure that your socials look professional. You don't just have like a business card as your profile picture or something like that. And have a decent looking website. Doesn't need to be crazy. It could even literally be a 1-page landing page, but just have something in place. Now, for some of you who are more experienced, I would definitely recommend to invest a little bit more into your online brand. What this is going to do is really position you as being that higher end company, so that when leads do reach out to you, they are going to be doing their homework, and it's basically going to set context for the whole conversation. Because don't kid yourself, they are talking to plenty of other landscapers and collecting quotes. So the better that you can look online and the more authentic and genuine your brand actually looks, definitely the more likely that they are going to accept your quote, especially if you're charging a little bit more, but also just move forward with you in general. The fourth step in this marketing funnel is going to be having your sales systems set up properly. This typically comes in the form of having a great CRM setup. With all of our clients, we have actually built out a custom CRM built on the platform of Go High Level, and we've customized it for the green industry. We've added some automations in there for follow-ups, and we've built out the pipeline so that it's super simple to use. Whatever you choose to use, it is important that you have a CRM set up so that you are ready to capture leads and capitalize on those opportunities. Because the last thing that we want to do is get a boatload of leads coming in, and then you don't know how to call them on time, you don't know how to follow up with them, or worse, you just can't call them because you're so busy and on the tools. If that's the case, you might want to consider either having an appointment setter in place, someone who can call these leads and follow up with them and book the appointments for you, or maybe you could look into having a call center set up, someone who could just help you out in that whole process. Whatever your situation is, just prep yourself and be ready for the influx of leads that are going to be coming through so that you can properly reach out to them, talk to them, and follow up with them so you're not leaving any cash on the table. The fifth strategy now is to set up meta advertising. Facebook ads or meta ads, whatever you want to call it, are one of the best sources of getting landscaping leads online right now. And here's why. Typically, the cost per lead is going to be about 20 to 50 bucks, which is substantially less than other sources like Google Ads or some other advertising platforms. The other aspect of meta ads that's so awesome is that you can use branded content to put in front of your ideal prospects and be able to get leads through that process. It's also a great way just for getting massive visibility because, like I said, you can target very specific zip codes or postal codes and be able to get your brand in front of targeted buyers. The content side of meta ads is one of the most important things that you can do in your marketing strategy. We're finding right now that 3 different types of content are working the best. Number 1 is going to be before and after pictures. You want to show transformations of, projects that you've brought things through and homeowners you've helped and all of the great work that you're doing, because what this is going to do is demonstrate that you actually know what you're doing. The second type of content that you want to show are going to be what we call branded action shots. These are going to be pictures of your crew, pictures of you. You want to show behind the scenes of who is involved in this company and what does it look like on a day-to-day basis of working with you, because so many landscapers are always showing the work, but who is behind the scenes of that work? This is what homeowners really want to know. And so the more that you can showcase your team and kind of behind the scenes, this is going to build a lot of trust and it's going to make them want to work with you. The last type of content, number 3, are going to be personalized video selfies. These are really simple videos that you're going to do on your phone in vertical mode, and they're going to be about 1 to 3 minutes long. And essentially, you're just going to do really simple elevator style pitches of you just holding the camera and just being like, hey, what's going on? We can help you in your area, et cetera, et cetera. And these by far are working the best right now on meta ads, simply because most landscapers aren't willing to put themselves out there like this. And the authenticity of this type of content is going to really break through all of the noise online, and it's going to help your brand stand out. The 6th strategy in this marketing funnel is going to be Google local service ads. These are an excellent layer on top of Facebook ads because they're essentially the opposite of Facebook in the way that on Facebook, people haven't necessarily asked to see your ads, so you're pushing a message onto them. Where with Google ads, we're actually pulling prospects in who are already searching for what it is that you offer. So the leads on local service ads are going to be quite high intent, which means that they're hot leads. And I would definitely recommend to take advantage of Google local service ads if they're available in your area. The reason for this is that they're only available for certain types of categories and also certain states or provinces, depending if you're in US or Canada. So have a look and see if these are available for the specific type of offer or niche that you're going after. But these are an absolute powerhouse. The reason for that is not only the buyer intent, but also the fact that this is a pay-per-lead model. So typically you can set the cost per lead on there for about $60 to $80. And now you're only paying for leads that you're getting. Plus, if you get any unqualified leads through the Google LSA program, you can actually issue a credit for yourself and be reimbursed for that bogus lead. So this is a very powerful platform, especially if you're looking for some hot inbound leads to layer on top of the lead gen with meta ads. I would definitely recommend this. What this is really going to do is just start boosting that business listing with all those great reviews to the top results of Google when people are typing for your services. The 7th strategy is going to be local SEO. This strategy is all about the process of ranking that Google business listing that we're also now boosting with local service ads. We want to rank it up higher in search results organically, not just with paid. And so the whole process of local SEO is going to be ranking up the Google Maps business listing to the top results in Google when people are searching in your services. Some of the biggest ranking factors for this are going to be number 1, getting lots of reviews. So regardless if you think it's important or not as a foundation of getting reviews, If you want to rank your business on Google, you need to get reviews regardless. So plenty of reviews, as many as possible. You want to also reply to those reviews, and you want to say the service keyword and ideally the city that you're in. What this is going to do is it's actually going to signal to Google that these are the keywords associated with your listing, and it's going to start showing it more often when people are searching for those services. Some other ranking factors that go into local SEO are going to be NAP consistency. This stands for name, address, and phone number. You want to make sure that this information for your business is the same across the board. So you don't want a different phone number on Yelp and then another one on Facebook, or a different address here and then another one there. It needs to be the same across the entire internet. And then what you want to do is start building out more and more of these data sets with the same exact information. And these are called citations. And what this is going to do is start signaling to Google that, hey, all of the information about this company is the same. I think that this is going to be a great recommendation for Sally, who's looking for landscaping, or Bob, who's looking for this type of landscaping. So it's going to start showing your listing more and more when people are searching. The eighth step in this marketing funnel is going to be website SEO. At this point, we have our paid marketing channels covered, and now we're starting to build up our organic SEO. And so because of that, we can't forget about starting to rank up that website organically as well. And website SEO is a very powerful long-term play to start getting leads organically through Google when people are searching for what it is that you offer. Some of the biggest recommendations that I would make to start ranking your website in local search results is going to be adding a blog on the website. I would recommend that you do maybe like 2 to 1 blog a month, just talking about different topics within the services that you provide. These blogs could be anywhere around like 200 words or so. And essentially, you don't want to overdo the AI on this and just only do ChatGPT garbage, because that's not going to help you rank. So use ChatGPT sparingly, use it as an idea generator, then you edit it up and make it yours. But these blogs, if you can be really consistent with that, that is going to start, again, signaling to Google that, hey, this company's legit. It's putting out consistent content that's helping people. People are reading this content. They're spending time on this website. And so that's going to make Google want to show your website more because it's helpful to people. You know, SEO isn't about gaming the system or doing any of these things. It's just about being helpful. And so having great content on your website is what's definitely helpful for homeowners who are looking to invest. The other thing that you want to pay attention to on your website are SEO optimizations, like having your title tags and different file names all saying the right things, basically. Because if your website, title tag, which is like your headlines and such, if they don't have primary keywords in it or no keywords at all, then Google is not going to be able to read your website, essentially. So you want to make sure that your website has the right keywords in it, so that when people are searching those keywords, it's associated with your website, right? And so these are some of the biggest ranking factors for website SEO. And like I said, it's not going to be like ads where it's going to happen overnight. This is a long-term investment, but once you are there, you're going to be laughing. The ninth strategy in the 7-figure marketing funnel is going to be what I call job site amplification. Every single job that you land with your marketing is also another marketing opportunity. Let me explain. When you land a project, you should be putting out lawn signs. You should be knocking some of the houses in the area and saying, hey, we're in the area. Are you also looking for a project to get done? You should be doing door hangers, et cetera, et cetera. If you're able to actually amplify the success of landing a project in an area and use that as actual social proof that, hey, we know what we're doing and your neighbor Sally is working with us. Do you need any work done? This is an extremely powerful strategy to make your marketing go a lot further, right? Because if you're only just making your marketing land you that one job, that's great, but that could have easily, doubled or tripled or even 10x'd, depending on how solid your amplification strategy can be. So every time that you land a job from marketing, I would highly recommend to at least knock a couple of the doors around and just say, hey, we're working on this house. We're in the area. Would you like any work done as well that we could give you a quote for? This is going to be so powerful. And if you can get some really nice lawn signs made, not only is this going to be a powerful branding strategy when people are driving by and they're seeing your logo and your brand, but you might actually get some more work from that. And what does the sign cost? It's like $50, whatever it is, depending on how, fancy you want to go. But these are worthy investments so that you can get more out of your marketing. All right. And the 10th and final step in this 7-figure marketing funnel is going to be having a great sales presentation. You can have the best marketing in the world, but if your sales process sucks, you're not going to land any jobs. And that's why I recommend that you dial in a killer sales presentation. And I say presentation because emailing over an estimate and then ghosting someone after, unless they say yes, is not a presentation. Your sales process should be airtight and it should be very impressive. You should be there in person to deliver the final price, and you should ask for the order in person as well. A lot of contractors and landscapers kind of shy away from this because they're afraid of confrontation and they don't really want to be rejected, essentially. And if you are in that scenario, what I would recommend is to just start doing your estimates in person. And the process of what this could look like for you is to go and do a job site visit and do some measurements and then just say, hey, give me 20 minutes. I'm going to go in my truck and put something together, crunch some numbers. I'll come back. We can sit at the kitchen table together and go through everything. And what I'd recommend is to make a binder, make, a really nice presentation that shows some testimonials and pictures of your other projects. And then you sit down at the kitchen table and you say, listen, I know you wanted this. I know you wanted that. These are the kind of the numbers that we're looking at here. Is this something you'd want to move forward with? And just by having an amazing sales presentation, all of this other work that we have done here is just going to go that much further. Because the reality is, most landscaping businesses aren't putting a whole lot of work in their sales process. So if you can put the work in and you can make it an amazing presentation and you can make homeowners feel heard and you can actually present the price in a way that can convey value, they're going to work with you. And so I would highly recommend to put the time into getting a great sales presentation done. It's going to make your marketing go a lot further. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. If you have any questions, you can comment below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you own a landscaping business and you're looking to scale this year and maybe hit 7 figures or add another 7 figures, we would love to support you. You can click the link in my bio below and you can book a call with my team to learn a little bit more about our marketing strategies and how we could implement something like this in your business. So if you're interested in having a chat, click the link below and we'll talk soon.